Report out Friday showing that the U.S. economy added 271,000 jobs in the month of October and the unemployment rate falling to 5%. That's a 7-year low. Well, what does this mean for the field? Could it diminish the Republicans' economic plans and chances if the economy is finally looking somewhat strong under President Obama? Here to weigh in, progressive radio host Leslie Marshall, Nick Gillespie of Reason.com, and John Fund, columnist for the National Review. Welcome to all you guys. Great to have you here. Leslie, I'm going to start with you because I think you were probably given a big round of applause, as we all were. 271,000 jobs. That is terrific. But, Leslie, we need to make sure that it happens again and again and again and again. Does it make a difference and this in the overall campaign?
I think it absolutely does, and I think it makes a difference in the most part for Trump and for Rubio and for Cruz, and let me tell you why. With Rubio and Cruz, even though the Republicans, and they may as much as possibly be anti-Democrat or anti-Obama, they can use this as a springboard for what they would want to do if they were in office, working with a body that they have been a part of and that they have experience with, which Trump and Carson do not. Trump, on the other hand, has to be more specific and go beyond taxes with this. And as a former business owner and a guy who really spin with numbers and money and has done that very successfully, so the polls show, this is where he can separate himself even farther with those double digits from Ben Carson. So I think this is an area where these three truly can shine using this report to their advantage and working that as a base and move from there. But I don't think Carson is going to be able to do that, quite frankly, because he doesn't have that in his background at all.
You know, I guess I would only point to, John Fund, the administration is touting this, saying, look, 271,000 jobs and a little bit of wage growth. I would just come back to the fact that, they had a revision on the previous month. 130 some odd thousand is actually what we added. And even if you got 271, I mean, you need around 300,000 just to really maintain what you're growing with in terms of the population, new people coming into the workforce, and to then grow on top of that. The other thing to keep in mind, John, is that wages, they've been kind of lousy. I mean, a little bit of bump in this last report, but overall, wages have been going nowhere, while people's expenses for things like housing are going up. What needs to change going forward so that our economy can grow, that people can make more money and they can take care of their families?
We have to end the bouncing ball economy. We have a good month, we have a bad month. A good month, a bad month. But if you even all of that out, the average middle-class family is earning less in real terms than they did when Barack Obama became president. It started even before he did. So the average middle-class family is treading water at best. I think what the public is looking for is someone who will break the stalemate. It's not stagflation, it's stagnation. And we need to have growth, and we're not having growth. We have growth for a month, but it's never been sustained for more than 2 or 3.
No, if I can, and it's not enough growth. Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, if I can follow up on that, I think one of the things, many of the candidates have released tax plans, and basically the reaction has been a yawn. I think part of the problem is, and this goes back to under Bush and when TARP started, the lack of certainty in the economy, particularly on the government side. We still don't exactly know how Obamacare is going to play out when all of the business side imperatives come into play on that. Dodd-Frank is still a black box. We don't know anything about that. We can't even pass a budget in the year in which it is due, that it's paying for. I think a candidate who can come out and say, look, I can't control the economy, but I can control government spending and government uncertainty, and put some certainty into the government plans would help. And they need, the Republicans and the Democrats, too. Nobody is speaking in broad terms other than Trump saying, make America great again, whatever that means.
You're right.
But you need like a big theme.
You need people coming together, for sure. Where's the Tip O'Neill to the Ronald Reagan, or, Gingrich and Clinton? I mean, you got to have two sides working together on all of this, and less regulation, to your point, would also help provide some more clarity for the business sector. Thank you so much, Leslie, Nick, and John. Appreciate you being here. Coming up, everyone, pollster Frank Luntz is with us. Stay with me. He's got the intel on what Republican voters want to hear tomorrow night, only live here from Milwaukee.